Hey folks, Steve Alcorn here with you once again. Today I'm coming at you a little more serious than normal. I know I tend to be serious anyway, but this one's a little bit different. As you've seen the title, probably. Yes, indeed, my wife's car was stolen. Some of you know that from watching the morning show. Some of you follow me on Facebook or follow my wife on Facebook, and you already know. And you know that we're looking for this vehicle. This vehicle was taken, it's my wife's car. It's a 2019 Kia Soul. Uh, and it was taken on Monday, January 6th, approximately 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to show a picture of the car real quick here, and then we'll show it again at the end. This is the car. It's a 2019 Kia Soul. It's green on black, and the plate number is GWC 1677 if the individual that stole the car hasn't removed the plates already. I'm not sure that she would have. And yes, it is a female. The driver will be likely a female if you see it. Um, and I'm going to take that off so we can get back to me for a second. The car was taken on Monday, January 6th, around 3 o'clock. We had, and I'll give you a little backstory because I think it's a little bit more important for you guys to understand how this happened and why we were shocked and why we wouldn't have believed it would have happened, but it did. So we had an individual who was a friend of somebody that lives here, and she had been staying the night because she's basically homeless and has no place to go. So we have no problem helping people out on occasion. Um, she came in on Sunday night. She spent the night. She did a little laundry Sunday night, and then I think she had to redo it in the morning because she went to sleep and left it in there. And you know, when you leave your laundry in, you got to redo it. So she had taken a shower in the morning. She redid her laundry and dried it in the afternoon. She had brought her cat with her. She brought some food with her, which is a good thing. She also brought some belongings, some personal belongings. She her dryer the dryer went off around 2:45 ish in the afternoon on Monday, and she went downstairs and got her clothes out of the laundry. Went upstairs to pack up some more of her things, although she didn't get it all, so I'm not sure why she chose to take some of the things she did and to leave some of the things she did. And she came downstairs, spoke to my wife briefly and me. We were in the living room. You have to walk through the living room to get to where she was going. She petted the cat. I don't know if it was her cat or another cat. I can't remember which cat she petted. We mentioned something about all four cats being in the living room all at the same time, which is not a common occurrence, and how lazy they were. I walked into my office, which is off the dining room. She followed behind me, walked through the dining room, hit the chair with her bag on the way out, walked out into the kitchen and apologized for it. Walked into the kitchen and then out into the mudroom. The mudroom is where our back door is, and it's also where we hang keys for our cars. And so she must have, because nobody saw this part. She must have known where the key was and known which car it went to because we have two green Kia Souls. As you saw in the picture, you could see the front end of mine and the whole front end of or the whole car of my wife's. And she walked out that back door, down those stairs you've seen in the picture, and I'll put the picture up. Our back door is here. She walked down the back stairs, went straight to the car, apparently, because as soon as she left, or as soon as she walked out the door, she got in the car. She must have really quietly shut the door, probably just threw her bag in the passenger seat or whatever. Quietly shut the door, turned it on. The car is very quiet. It's a new car. We didn't hear it start. Peeled out the driveway and left. And that was the last we saw of our green 2019 Kia Soul. However, we do know that she went to a place called Montville, Ohio, which is uh, south of Madison and Thompson, Ohio, and north of Middlefield. So we know she was in that area first, and we know why she went there. I won't really discuss her personal issues. She does have some personal issues, and it's not important for me to discuss those on this video, but she went there to try to do something, and that failed for her. So the next morning, she appeared in Chagrin Falls, which is east. Is it east? No, it's west of where she had started. So it's west of Middlefield. uh, Ohio, and it's close. You know, it's a suburb of Cleveland. Chagrin Falls is a suburb of Cleveland. She appeared in two areas. It's really Russellville, I think, or Russell or Russellville, but Chagrin Falls, basically. So she appeared in Chagrin Falls on Monday. Was it Tuesday? Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, she appeared in Chagrin Falls. She was also seen on her way to Chagrin Falls on Monday. I can't remember the Newton. She was seen in Newton on Monday, and then Chagrin Falls on Tuesday morning. And that is the last time we've heard where her whereabouts are. The people that had seen her didn't realize that she was driving a stolen car at the time, but they did call the police because she wasn't supposed to be there. Um, and so she has been reported those three times. Um, it's an interesting situation and one that you don't believe you're ever going to be in, but it is one that we're in right now, and one that we hope to recover the car and that no harm comes to her through this whole process, and she gets the help she needs because she obviously needs some sort of help. Uh, so what I'm going to ask you guys to do is share this video out. We have the car here. You can see what it looks like. You got the license plate GWC 1677. It's a 2019 Kia Soul. There's only two small identifying factors on this car. One that is definitely on the car and one that she may have removed. But the one that you definitely can see is we did put a hitch on this one. And it has the small, I think it's not a 1-inch receiver. It's a small receiver. So don't go harassing people with green Kia Souls unless you're pretty certain it's the right car. The only other identifying feature of this car is there is a suction cup with a Garmin hanging in the front driver's side window. Old school Garmin. Very much like. Hold on, let me grab this and put myself back on camera so I can show you what it looks like. The same model as this one. It's a Garmin Nuvi with the lifetime maps and stuff. So that would be in the front window if she hasn't removed it. So I get those at yard sales fairly cheap, and I keep an extra one around to make sure that we have one because we like to see the speedometer on the thing. So that's why it's in the window, not for directions, mainly just for seeing the digital speedometer instead of the analog or the needle speedometer that you get on a regular. I look all fuzzy. I look fuzzy. I'll have to play with the camera a little bit more. The focus was off. I think the camera lens is dirty, and that's why it's doing that right now. But anyway, so what we need you guys to do is if you're in the Chagrin Falls area, number one, Middlefield, Ohio, towards Cleveland area, keep an eye out for this vehicle. Share this video out if you know anybody in that area. Even if you don't, she may be headed south. We have good reason to believe she may be headed to West Virginia, and she may be there now. We don't know. And I believe it's the Clarksburg area of West Virginia or the Charleston. I know it starts with a C. She was talking about going to West Virginia when she was here, so it's a good clue that that might be where she's headed. She could still be in the Cleveland, Chagrin Falls, Mayfield Heights, somewhere in that area. We don't know. She does have people she knows in these areas, and she seems to be going to people that she knows, trying to get money and help and things that she needs to keep moving, apparently. So far, she's been denied, so she will eventually run out of gas, food, and time. But we just need you guys to share this out if you feel like it. You don't have to, but we'd appreciate if you do. My wife's Facebook post has been shared 132 times, so that's good. Also, we do know that some of the truck drivers are out there looking for it. There's a network that they have that they spread this information. We do have some friends that are truck or relatives that are truck drivers, and they've been watching out for this car. I believe she's probably going to stick to back country roads for the most part, stay off the interstate as much as possible. That seems to be what she's been doing so far. The roads that she could travel to get to where she's at, she didn't need to go on the interstate for. So, and obviously interstate travel would be quicker, but more conspicuous. So, we just would like this video to be shared, and I will update you guys with the progress. The last thing I want to talk about is something that everybody should do if they're buying a new car, and that is get some gap insurance. And we did, luckily, on this one. Gap insurance will help us pay this vehicle off if it is not recovered. It'll help you pay your car off. Now, it only works if you're upside down on a loan, really. If you're buying a new car, you should get gap insurance, especially if you have a low down payment. We had a $2,000 down payment on this thing. Sorry, guys, I got to get a sip. Plus, we had to roll over the previous auto loan into this one. So the payments on this car are higher than they should be. So in that instance, gap insurance comes in real handy if you have a stolen car, which we did, or an accident or something of that nature where you, the car gets totaled out for some reason or gets lost and not recoverable from a theft. So get gap insurance. That's my good deed for the day to tell you all to do that. Luckily, we are in the right camp with that. I do also want to tell you guys we did call the cops immediately as soon as she was seen leaving the driveway, so it was immediate that we got on the phone with the cops. Uh, they've been very helpful. The next day, I called my insurance company, and they've been nothing but wonderful to me. The insurance adjuster who happens to live in West Virginia got on the phone with me, and he's like, "I'm all yours. Take as much time as you need to explain things or ask any questions." And he was really good. So Progressive Insurance is what we have, and they've always been good to us, so that's why we keep them. And also, I just wanted to say thanks to all the people who have shared this thing out already, and I'm hoping that you guys want to do it a little bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Share this video. I'm not going to ask for likes today or subscribes, but you can if you want to. But I am going to ask you to share it so that we can get this car back and she can get the help she needs. Do not approach her if you do see her. I'm not going to say she's dangerous. I don't think she is at all. But you never know a desperate person in a desperate situation. Just call the cops if you see this car out there. Thanks for watching. You all have a good day.